Hello, everyone. Welcome to Just Jules, where I am Just Jules. And today we're going to be talking about appearances and the face. Now, when people look at my face, they automatically jump to the nearest conclusion. If I knew how to edit videos and do all that technical shit, I would actually post in a before picture of me, a picture of me from 5 years ago when I was in my nervous breakdown era. And I didn't wear makeup. I was 100 pounds heavier. I wasn't taking care of my hygiene. I wasn't taking care of myself at all. I was so depressed that I couldn't even move from the couch. There was a permanent ass indent in my couch. And people saw me transform and morph into the version you see before you. Now, the clothes I had, all of my clothes were all hand-me-downs or stuff that I bought from Vinnie's or Salvation Army. That's all that was in my closet. Sweatpants. I never wore dresses. I never dressed up. I didn't look nice. I never got my nails done. Wouldn't wear my makeup or nothing like that. And the clothes I would wear tents. Like I was in a size 26. I was a big girl. And through my evolution of my healing, I started paying more attention to how I looked. Because it makes me feel better about myself. And people assume, oh, you're just dressing up and you're just doing the blah, blah, blah. You're doing too much. When before I wasn't doing enough. You have to look this way. Okay, you look this way now. Well, that's bad. You're full of yourself. You're prideful. You're arrogant. You're self-centered. You only care about looks. You're arrogant. You're prideful. You're self-centered. You're just all about looking good, and it's all about the appearance. No, people, you guys are making it about the appearance. It's you guys' beef with me that is causing the issue because I have this particular face. I'm sorry, I was born with it. Now, I dress up nice when I was finally able to. I mean, mind you, people were watching me wash my clothes in my bathtub, okay? I was washing my clothes, doing the river dance in my bathtub for well over a year, hanging up my clothes to drip dry. And because I didn't have a washer. Yeah. Oops, that's my writing. I'm in the middle of writing. Why are people so obsessed with my face? I don't fucking get it. Okay, you can't have all the health issues and pain and chronic pain and shit because you have that face. You can't be that traumatized or run down because you have that face. Because you have that face, you must be a player. Because you have that face, you must be a gold digger. Because you have that face, you must be a huge, self-centered, arrogant, twisted, demented bitch. Because you have that face. Because you have that face, you must be everything that everyone else says that you are. Because of your face. Because of what you were born with. And taking care of myself, you know, I reached a point where I was in my lowest, no makeup, 100 pounds heavier, hygiene shit, and I was just a fucking wreck. So slowly over time, as I was going through my healing journey, healing my mental, going through and doing about, 2.5 years of therapy in a matter of 4 months. I got sober, lost 100 pounds. I happen to find myself into a time in my life where I actually have money. So, and I threw out all of my hand-me-down clothes and Salvation Army clothes and bought myself a new wardrobe. Because after 20 years of shopping only at Vinnie's and Salvation Army, I figured I fucking deserve a new damn wardrobe. And so I invested in it. Got myself all brand new, which is the first time in 20 fucking years. Haven't been able to do that. People pay so close attention to appearances that they don't see what lays within. And what they assume lays within is something nefarious or wrong or whatever. Or they think that I'm jealous, or they think that I'm competing. And it's just like, you guys are the ones who are commenting on my face. Not me. I just put makeup on my face. You're the ones who are commenting on it, not me. You're the ones who have the problem with my face, not me. And you can judge me by however standard you want. But as Shakespeare said, love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind. Therefore, winged Cupid's painted blind. That's how it goes. I don't look at appearances. Because guess what? We all get wrinkled. We all get sagged. We all will eventually be able to play hacky sack with our tits. Because they'll be dragging on the frickin' floor. We're going to have jowls. We're going to have wrinkles. I mean, I'm 44. I'm going to be 45 in October. I've started taking pride in my appearance. But the thing is that even when I wasn't taking care of myself, I had people judging me for my looks. And even now when I'm taking care of myself and doing it for me, I have people up my ass about my looks. I've seen the way some people look at me, even without makeup. The looks of judgment. They think they can hide it, but I can see it in their eyes. I can see the way they look at me. They don't see me. They see my face. And then they make up their conclusions and draw their conclusions from there. Instead of looking at my heart and looking at my mind. And they assume that, well, the guy she likes is with someone else. She must be jealous. Dude, I don't give a fuck. I cared about him. I don't give a shit about her. Why do I fucking care? I've got my own life. And there's nothing she has that I want. I just wanted him. It doesn't mean I'm jealous and I'm well willing to walk away. Because I would rather have someone who sees my heart and my mind first. And they don't judge solely upon my fucking face. I want to be loved for my mind and heart. Not because arm candy or trophy or whatever delusion somebody has. I want to be loved for my brain. And I'll tell you something. I'll tell you a story. Well, actually, a couple. I don't like being called beautiful. I like being called pretty. Because every time a man has ever called me beautiful, it's usually preceded by a very inappropriate sexual comment. Or it would be followed by negging. The best compliment, and I will remember every day for the rest of my fucking life. The best compliment came from a guy, a writer friend. And there was a story, it was actually Beyond Wonderland. I actually have it posted on my channel. It's Playing Hearts. And I had him beta read it for me. And I'm like, this is going to be published. You know, I was wondering if you could take a look at it. Let me know what you think. If there's anything that needs to be fixed on it, let me know and stuff. I really need your help. And he sat there and he read it. And the first fucking thing that comes out of his mouth, and it's hands down the best to date compliment I have ever received in my entire existence. The man says, "I want to lick your brain." I was so freaking flattered. I was over the moon. Because it had nothing to do with my face, nothing to do with my tits, nothing to do with my ass, and everything to do with my brain. That is the most beautiful, memorable compliment I've ever received. Because it had nothing to do with my appearance. I mean, yes, I like being said, told, "Wow, you look really pretty today." Everybody likes that. But god damn, if that didn't move my heart like nobody's business, and it stuck out in my mind, and I've carried it with me to this day. That's how I want to be judged. Those are the kind of compliments I desire, that I look for. Things about me that have nothing to do with my face. Like, "Wow, Julie, that poem you wrote was really awesome." Or, "Wow, Julie, you're pretty smart." Or, "Wow, Julie, I like the way you sang that song." It's stuff like that. Anything but my face. Now, I like being called beautiful. Well, no, I don't. Pretty. Being called beautiful from some people, like my best friend, it's okay hearing it from her, but whenever I heard it from a guy, it always make me cringe, because I was always brace myself for impact. Okay, this is going to follow either negging or it's going to be something perverted. And so the day that I got the compliment from that story, and you can read it on my channel, it's Beyond Wonderland, Playing Hearts. And the guy said, "I want to lick your brain." And I will remember that every day for the rest of my life. That was hands down the most flattering, moving compliment I have ever received in my life. I freaking loved it. And people assume everything about my face. "Oh, you can't be in chronic pain because of your face. You can't be smart because you have a face. You're a whore because of your face. Because other people say, because you have that face, you're a hoe. Because you get attention because of your face, you're a hooch." Okay, on what planet? And mind you, even with this face, I have been single and celibate for almost a decade. Almost 10 years. Almost 10 years, and people are trying to say that I sleep around. I'm sorry, but you can't magically make penises jump into my vagina. Sorry, there's not a conga line into my vagina. No vacancy, people. I'm waiting for the right one. And I want a man who loves me for my mind and my heart, and not just because I have a face. Because a face is a face. All this is a fucking meat suit. It houses my soul. And you guys make more of a big deal about my face than I do. All I do is put makeup on it, and you're making it all about the face. Which is really sad and shallow. And I wish you could see past it into the real me. And I know some of you can, and I appreciate that. There are some of you who actually see my mind and appreciate it. And I want to thank you for it. Thank you for really, really seeing me. Thank you. You have no idea what it means to me to have people who see beyond skin deep into my heart. Thank you. I appreciate it. I want to be remembered for my mind, my intelligence, not just my face. My face is just a bonus. But the real, what matters more, is what lies within my heart and in my mind. The rest is just gravy. Have a good evening or day, folks. I gotta get to writing. And maybe I'll get another compliment about, a guy wanting to lick my brain. I swear, that was the most unique and flattering compliment I've ever gotten. I want to lick your brain. Best, hands down. I remember who said it too. I won't give him a shout out or anything like that because I don't want to embarrass him or nothing like that. But, yeah, I will remember that every day for as long as I live. And thank you again. If you ever watch this, I'm not sure if you ever will, but thank you for that compliment all those years ago. That was back in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. And I remembered that compliment to this day. It resonated so deeply with me because it had to do with my mind and not my face. That's the shit that stands out to me. So, you know who you are. Thank you for that compliment all those years ago. Because to this day, it still makes me feel good. And you saw in me what others didn't. Thank you. And thank you to you all who look past my face and see my mind. And see that even with the flaws of my mind, you still see my humanity. You still see me as a person and not a thing. And I thank you for it. I am grateful. You ladies and gentlemen, have a good day. My ass is getting on the keyboard and I'm going to write like the wind. Have fun, y'all. Take care.